your ass down.
You just sit your ass down and
Sit your ass down. Sit your $5 ass down before I make 10. Man, sit your ass down.
Yes! We are at that time of the show where we talk about those who get lost in their own sauce. Some people who need to be tapped on the shoulder. Some people who get in their own fame where it gets in their own way. And we have to say, at the Just Talk with Sam podcast, hey man, sit your ass down.
Yep.
First one is the most obvious one. Yeah, I admit we was gone for a week, but we gotta say it. And Ben McAdoo.
Oh, Macadon't.
Oh my God.
That's his new name in case you didn't know.
The reason my man is getting to sit your ass down is I'm not even a Giants fan.
I like Odell, but go
But
ahead.
you could just sit your ass down for benching my man Eli Manning for Geno Smith. Look, I'm not gonna act like I was the greatest Ben McAdoo fan. I'm not gonna act like I'm the greatest Giant fan. I'm not act like I'm the greatest Eli fan. One thing I can say about Eli, when I saw Eli at that podium talking about him getting benched, looking like he about to cry, that's what I got from that. Not for Webb, not the flashy rookie who's gonna come in and tear shit up, not wave of the future and all that. For, and I take this quote from my man Michael Rappaport podcast, I give it to him. Glass jaw Geno Smith.
How did he do in that game, by the way?
The interception machine.
How did he do in that game, by the way?
Horrible. Ben McAdoo is a cat.
He made that decision to
He
put Geno
knew-
Smith in.
He knew his job was on the line.
So he did something stupid.
And he did some shit to speed up the process. Here's what Ben McAdoo should have did.
Nothing.
Y'all want me to bench Eli? No, y'all gotta fire me first. He need to do some shit like that. Ben McAdoo has been fucking up for years, and for the longest time, he had a chance to put somebody else or throw somebody else under the bus, and now we looking at him. So Ben McAdoo, I know
Macadon't.
it's hard, but sit your ass down.
Yep.
You got a lot of time thinking about that because you ain't coaching for a while. You ain't gonna be coaching for a while in the future. I can't think of nobody who's gonna pick you up after making some dumbass shit like that.
Pal.
You better pray for a flag football team to pick you up, guy.
Do the LFL still play?
No, they don't want them. They don't want them.
Are they still a thing?
Oh, they still a thing, but they don't want them. Let's sit your ass down. This hurt my heart because this is one of them sit your ass downs that it was clearly a mistake. But sit your ass down nonetheless. This is clearly just a case of doing too much. He paying for it and he took it in stride. But it's a sit your ass down nonetheless. My man Tom Holland. People who don't know the name may know the face. He is the new Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
The little young man, the little small dude.
Spider-Man Homecoming was the shit.
It was good.
And quite honestly, one of the best, if not the best, iterations of Spider-Man in recent history.
Yeah, we just gonna forget Andrew Garfield. That never happened.
Yeah. You up there with Tobey Maguire. If not, you are the guy. But when it come down to Spider-Man, my man was on the Facebook Live. He was on Facebook Live doing stuff for his fans, which is cool because he realized that he's still a kid. And when you still a kid,
he like what, 20?
No, not even that. He like 16, 17. And when you do that, you do kid shit. And he's just so happy about being in the cinematic universe to the point where he was he was doing a unboxing. You know, Marvel sent him a box saying like, "Hey man, thanks for being a part of the team." Actually, Mark Ruffalo himself, and on the back of the thing, he showed the Avengers cover before they wanted Avengers cover because he's looking at it, but what he's not seeing. Anybody with YouTube, please check out the clip. He is a big confidential sticker on the back of it like, hey, don't show this to the public. We ain't ready for that yet.
Oh.
And When he turned it around, my man scrambled to turn his shit off. But it's Facebook Live. He taking his stripes, but Tom Holland, if you gotta do an unboxing, and you know how MCU is very careful about all the stuff they do. Very tight-lipped. Tom Holland, Spider-Man. I know you young, man, but welcome. Sit your ass down.
Poor baby.
One thing I can say about him, I don't think I'll see him in the sit your ass down for a while.
Probably won't.
After this,
he wants his job.
After the, like when you see that tape and he scrambled to shut that shit off, oh my God, he know what's up. So, lastly, certainly not leastly, to the sit your ass down. I'm not picking on this man. Tyrese. Look. Where do I start? I mean, like, it's been Tyrese Central on this podcast. But I will say this. Tyrese, the reason he makes this week sit your ass down, broke the streak last week. I really believe he broke the streak because I didn't do a podcast because I was sick. But Tyrese,
a sick day.
Tyrese said the meds made me lie. I just want to read this outright.
Dope. Okay, yep. I
want to read this outright.
Not even rebut afterwards. I will make a statement. But go ahead, say what you got to say.
Tyrese Gibson has come clean about the claims he made on social media during his custody battle with his ex-wife Norma. Tyrese made claims about his financial status, his current wife's pregnancy, and donation, and a donation to allege received that he got from Will and Jada Pinkett Smith. None of these were true. He quotes and says, I did some really stupid shit publicly and privately that will take me a while to recover from, end quote. And I quote again, I am an open book and I got nothing to hide. My wife is not, not pregnant and never was. Those meds had me on one. I owe no one any money on any level. End quote. The next quote is, I could never give what I don't have. Smart folks do the math. End quote. Tyrese also revealed in his Instagram caption that he had a documentary crew follow him around during the custody battle, and he will be releasing a documentary about the ordeal. So let's unpack this. Can
we pack it back up? Can we pack Tyrese up and send him to Uruguay?
The meds.
Where's Uruguay?
Okay. Let's
just
unpack.
Pack him in a box.
No. Because everything I just read.
And I like Tyrese. Oh my God.
It ruins your version of Tyrese. But let's unpack it. When you unpack it, starters, he's on some meds, and that made him lie about pretty much every sit your ass down he ever earned on this podcast, right? Mm-hmm. My man, I don't know what drugs you want, but ain't no drugs gonna have you do this shit on a week to week basis. Cause look, let me put it like this. I am a man of substance. I have gotten drunk before.
Have you ever been on drugs? That wasn't weed.
I gotta be honest. Drugs is not weed. I have been on those drugs.
Okay. Like
not
pill.
Recreational. I'm gonna say recreational.
Like a pill or something.
Hear me out. I'm not on trial.
I'm just asking.
I will say this. The day after I did that thing, recreational, that I shouldn't have been on, and I say that because I shouldn't have been on it, I looked at my life like, oh shit.
That's how I feel when I smoke weed.
I shouldn't have done that shit. I didn't go back to that shit.
Did it make you want to lie?
Okay. Lie, truth, or otherwise, I didn't do that shit and say, let's get in front of a camera. My man got on that shit and got in front of a camera multiple times.
I don't think he was on anything.
I don't think he was on anything. I think my man need the
I
attention.
just think he just wanted to talk. He just wanted to be heard.
I think he needs attention.
Probably.
I think he needs to be liked.
Mhm.
And when people need to be liked, they're not a likable person.
Hmm.
Now, when it comes down to Tyrese, I'm not judging, but I will say this. Dude, shut the fuck up.
Mhm.
Like, you put your shit in jeopardy, you put others in jeopardy, and you put your kid in jeopardy. If this whole thing was about the kid, you put that in jeopardy of you ever seeing this kid ever again.
For real.
Without somebody present. That's just, see, look, Child Protective Services, CPS, dude, you just alerted the fuck out of them. Basically. Now, like I said, let's unpack it. Let's get to the second thing. The second thing out of this whole thing that I just read, I want to make that clear. This week that I just read, okay?
Uh-huh.
You put Will and Jada in this. Now, Will and Jada made the thing like, you said that they gave you the money, which is false, because you was on pills, according to you. But even in that statement, you said Will and Jada said you would do this if you stay off social media, right? That means, let's say he was lying. Just put an asterisk there. If you was lying, that means you had enough self-awareness to know that you shouldn't be on social media.
Mhm.
If you was telling the truth, they gave you the money if you stay off social media. That means your actions on social media are so damaging to the point where we have to do this so you never show up on social media.
Okay.
The through line between both statements are stay the fuck off social media.
That is the basis of everything, Tyrese. Stay off of social media. It means you no good. People are there literally waiting for you to say something. Say something that you shouldn't say. Even people that are not on a public forum or people that aren't in the public. It's people that are literally sitting on Facebook waiting for you to say something, do something, just so they can have a response to it.
And lastly,
And won't say none of that stuff in your face.
Okay.
Won't even say none of that stuff in your face. It's just like I don't know if you ever do this. Like, do you ever like scroll up under celebrities' photos and just read some of the comments?
yeah, I do actually.
It's disturbing. Like,
Because you put yourself out there.
True.
Because well, they say that's the price of celebrity. I think that's bullshit. But at the same time, your price of celebrity is no place for you to be an asshole to that
you
person.
I don't like you wearing red lipstick. I don't like
However,
who asked your opinion?
now there's a hard however in the case of Tyrese, and only the case of Tyrese. When you put yourself out there on such a thing, you attract the criticism. The fact that we even talking about right now. And lastly, like I said, it's three things, and I want to unpack this. We're unpacking.
Unpack away.
He says he has the crew following him around to make a documentary about the whole ordeal between him and his ex-wife. Okay. First of all, you ruined your credibility on that because you lied about the first thing. How do I know, regular citizen, you're not lying about this? I don't know. I got to question it. But let's say you are. Let's go on good faith and say you are telling the truth about this. I don't need to see this fucking documentary because you posted everything online.
You already documented.
It.
The ordeal.
So the person who following you around with a camera.
I'm wearing my chucks in protest.
All right. First of all, I have addressed.
Bullfest.
I have addressed that and the cigars in previous Sitchoassdown. Please check YouTube under Just Talking with Sam channel.
Please. And subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. Rate and review. But
that too.
In this case, if you are filming this for a documentary, the documentary of
what? Where you get money for a camera crew? Never mind.
That's a whole nother thing. Yeah. But let's say you did get someone to do this. The whole point of it is why you just did their job for them. So, Tyrese, you know what bugs me?
What?
I know this ain't the last I'm going to say this, but Tyrese, for me, you, Sam Show Nation,
Your daughter,
your daughter,
your wife, your mama,
Will and Jada.
the world.
Sit your ass down.